Hey, how's it going, guys? Jackon here with the Toaster Bros, and today we're going to be letting a Wheel of Fortune decide what our specs of our gaming PCs are going to be.
What we're going to be doing is using a wheel to spin to decide what budget we have for a PC, what game we have to play, and what FPS numbers we have to do, and always we're going to throw in a curveball there to make it a little bit challenging, and hopefully it's not too difficult or we have to cheat and, you know, look in the sky and boost our FPS when we're trying to reach the average FPS numbers. Oh, wow, guys,
90.
Imagine 90 FPS.
Whoa.
Look at that, wow. I don't know, maybe we will, but before we dive into this, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by, well, us and our PC selling business, PCBros.tech.
Matt and I founded PCBros.tech because we wanted an affordable and, more importantly, trusted company in the PC selling market, especially the gaming market.
And if you like how we do our PC builds, you can buy one directly from us by going over to PCBros.tech, and we also have laptops and a bunch of other cool tech stuff at pretty good prices, along with awesome warranties, so you don't have to worry about something failing on you and being lost without any help.
So use the link in the description down below to go check out the website. And on top of that, if you use code TOASTYBROS2, you'll get 2% off. That code is always in place. And on top of that, we have amazing sales from time to time.
PCBros.tech, thanks for sponsoring the video. Look what we did. Let's get on to the video, shall we? First up is Jackson.
All right, guys, I'm spinning the wheel. We're gonna find out our price. 800, 800, 800. Ooh, 750.
750, nice.
Looking pretty good on price.
Roblox!
Roblox, this is already so
man,
easy.
it's gonna be easy. All right, what's the FPS?
Oh, I almost got
60.
30.
This is gonna be so simple. All right,
All right, now this is the curveball. So let's see, maybe I have to give Matt 50 bucks or something. Maybe he has to give me RGB only.
Everything has to be RGB.
Okay, that's gonna make things a little bit more complicated.
All right, let's see if I get lucky here. I feel like I'm gonna get like 300. I'm gonna get like 400 bucks. It's gonna be dirt cheap. Here we go, baby.
Okay.
600 bucks. 600 bucks. All right, that's not too bad.
$150.
That's not too bad. All right, what are we gonna do for a game?
Warzone. Cyberpunk.
I want it to
Warzone.
be Minecraft. Spider-Man! Oh no. The FPS better be low because Spider-Man is tough to run, man. Okay, I think it's doable. 90 FPS.
That's 30 more FPS than what I have to do.
All right, and then what's my curveball? What are we gonna have to do? RGB only?
No!
How am I gonna do
He
that?
almost got no RGB. That would have been so much easier.
So the way this challenge is gonna work is pretty simple. We're trying to beat that wheel that set those expectations for us. I got a really difficult challenge here, and my goal is to try to get the best possible GPU I can, because Spider-Man is a pretty newer game, and even though it is pretty CPU dependent, I think a modern i3 like a 10100 will work perfectly fine, but I wanna get the best possible GPU I can and try not to make something that is, well, a fire hazard. $600 is pretty limited, but with the GPU prices plummeting right now, I think it will be doable to make something really awesome.
So I feel pretty confident that I have 100% beaten the wheel. Even after shipping, my total was still $795, give or take. So I definitely wasn't even over budget after tax and shipping and everything. So realistically, I could have spent like a little bit more, but I didn't really feel like it was necessary given that I kind of got the easy side of the challenge. So I definitely think that I'm gonna be beating the wheel. And at this point, I just wanna help Matt beat the wheel as well.
What do you have here?
I'm glad that you asked because I have a pretty easy challenge in all honesty. Like mine's pretty much a given. I need to play Roblox and I needed to have RGB, so I have RGB'd the heck out of my build. I have the i3 12100F, which is a 4-core 8-thread. Next up, I have the B660M for the housing of that i3. And look, it actually has true RGB on it, so that was also pretty easy. I had to go to eBay for that. I think it's a refurb, but I don't fully remember. I'm pretty sure it's a refurb. It's from eBay. And now here's the cooler. So I got a up here, and it is a black cooler that I really hope has RGB on it because it was supposed to. I know I ordered one with ARGB. I see a SATA connector, so I'm pretty confident.
That's RGB.
Yeah, I got RGB.
Hey.
Now, I also was able to get RGB RAM. I was able to go with 16 gigs at 3200 megahertz. It's the silicon power. This is like some of the cheapest stuff out there. Definitely can't complain. Now, I had to spend a little bit extra here, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. A 512 gig SPG S40, which is one we commonly use, but it's the G, so I think that stands for RGB. And
Just the G, just green.
Yeah, it's just green. It's only green. It has a heatsink that has RGB on it. You can't complain. I did get a Thermaltake Smart 700 watt that is also RGB. I thought there'd be a better picture on the back. Yeah, you can kind of see the RGB fan there. It's probably like a 120 or 140 millimeter. And I think that brings me to the last thing, which is a really weird order.
But you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. So Power Color Hellhound, 8 gig, 6600. If I remember correctly, yeah, the fan should glow blue. Yeah, it's not exactly RGB, but there was some components Matt and I agreed just needed to light up. They just needed to be a certain color or white or whatever. They just need to have something. So LED switch you can see there. So we're definitely good. I only had to get 2 used parts for mine. I know Matt probably had to make a few more compromises than I did. Matt, I want to know what you got, and I want to know if this build's actually going to work.
Mine was a little bit of a challenge here. So I went with the i3-10100, and I think we only paid like $60 for this i3-10100, which is really dirt cheap. Spider-Man definitely needs a somewhat modern CPU, but at least it's packaged somewhat decently. So i3-10100, we got that. We have this ASRock Z590 Steel Legend, but it has RGB. It's the literal same setup that Jackson has. So I just got the Z590 version with RGB. So there's that. In terms of the RAM, we got some XPG Spectrix. It's RGB RAM. This seems to be the go-to for RGB SSDs, because again, Jackson and I were just shopping on our own. We didn't really look at what we each other got, and ended up with this bad boy, the Spectrix S40G 512 gig RGB NVMe SSD. We'll see how well the RGB actually looks. We actually got a GTX 1080. So here's a 1080 Founders Edition. I still have my doubts that it'll actually work the way it's intended to, but I through a 1080, maybe we'll pull this off. But for RGB cooling, we got this V-True cooler. This thing ain't much better than a stock cooler, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Now for the power supply. This one's 80 plus bronze.
You're better than me, bro.
I'm better than him. This right here, I paid $35 for, and I thought it was used. It's sealed. So the Gambius Kratos 600 watt, I have no idea where this ranks on the tier list, but it has RGB, and 600 watts should be plenty for this PC build overall. Now this case right here, the listing on eBay, after I looked back at it, was kind of hilarious. This thing is called the Destroyer, but since it's shipped in America, the listing says American Destroyer. But the issue is, this case also is incredibly light. I'm like really concerned about this case overall. It has RGB up front, I believe, like a little RGB right here, but it has no other fans. So I had a little bit of money to actually get black fans. You know, in theory, I could just told Jackson, hey, how much would we charge for black fans? We have a massive tub of fans I could use, but you know what? I bought Molex fans. Altogether, budget was like 600 bucks. We were like right there within like $2 or $3. I guess we'll just build our computers and then see what we can do. His is gonna be a cakewalk. Woo! So welcome to Show and Tell. What have you created today?
So I created a really cute little system here. So
fans are not lit up at the moment.
Watch this, dude.
Hold up, I don't see it.
Hold.
Ah, now they're blue,
yeah.
Look at those.
Maybe that's what the RMA was for. Mine's not like, I don't know if it might've came with an RGB header, but I didn't see it. So for some reason it doesn't actually have like literal changing RGB from what I could tell. But I don't know, maybe I'll do some research and figure that out.
But do you think this thing will play Roblox?
No, it's definitely gonna play Roblox. I think it'll max it out. I'm a little worried about Matt's build, but honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I think his will be fine too.
This is my PC. It's pretty.
The CPU cooler is going crazy for a second there.
So I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is this like the Iron Man like core or something? Like his heart?
It's his heart.
It's his heart. The Gambius power supply, which look at that. That's RGB,
real
baby.
RGB.
That's some RGB, baby. And then the 2 fans added, which actually give me airflow, because without that, there would be zero airflow in this case. And so far, it's looking pretty solid. Oh, and that SSD is Jackson hit it. He hit it right there. It's underglow for the graphics card. So am I gonna hit the Spider-Man results? I don't know. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and install Spider-Man on this PC, and we'll test Roblox on Jackson's PC, because he has to do that. He has to play Roblox. Maybe we'll play some weird Roblox game.
All right, guys, we're playing some Roblox, and we're playing some bad business. So I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think we can get out of 60 FPS. I mean, maybe you guys, I'm just waiting for all the sweaty people in chat, like, yeah, I'm gonna type in this code right here.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna Google it, but we'll see. But
I get the vibe I'm probably getting like a couple hundred right now.
So unless you install the Roblox FPS Unlocker program, it is capped at 60 FPS. Oh my God.
Oh, I gotta hit my, my sensitivity still too high. Am I just like a boomer?
Yeah!
Yeah! Ooh!
Nice. Oh.
Potty.
Well, wow.
We lost.
That's Roblox. All right, gamers, we are loading into Spider-Man, the moment of truth. So far, it's looking close. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little benchy mark. We're gonna Oh, it does work, nice. So it adds the average FPS. Oh God, we're currently dipping. We're currently not there. Oh goodness, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm hitting 60s while swinging around. Wow.
Yeah, I think if you weren't swinging, you're fine. Because like just sitting there, you're getting like 120.
Yeah, we're like at 79. I'll just keep going though, you know, get a little, oh, sky test. Oh, how'd that happen? Oh man, the average just went up.
Yes, going up.
Oh wow, whoa, whoa, look at that average climb. Oh man, I didn't know that could happen. But yeah, it looks like we're a little bit bound by CPU's close to 100% usage actually, so that 10100 actually is being limited a little bit. We aren't using FSR, which might help on older hardware, but look, I'm just sitting right here. I can just bump up the average and cheat a little bit, but swinging around, it's not gonna hit the exactly 90 FPS that we're looking for.
I feel like we're close enough though.
We're very close. I would still technically consider a victory for the wheel, on my part at least.
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
wheel beat me.
I mean, we did
me.
everything else we did. Don't stop looking. Don't stop looking.
Oh, wow, guys,
90.
Imagine 90 FPS.
Whoa.
Look at that, wow. Watch, I'm gonna keep swinging around. It's gonna stay above 90. Look at that. I cheated. 90 FPS, easy peasy average. Yeah, ain't gonna totally beat it there, but 60 FPS, look at that average, just gonna drop. Actually, I've been up that high for a while. It's gonna take a little bit there, but yeah, that's Spider-Man. Let's go and wrap this video real quick.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking 2 gaming PCs, and that is because we had to benchmark my PC and Matt's PC, and I would say both of us did pretty well given what we were. I mean, obviously, I had a really good competitive edge just having to play Roblox. I definitely was able to keep up with it, and you know, although Matt wasn't keeping up at first, I'm just gonna give it to him and say that he basically got an average of 90.
Yeah, so this system isn't exactly to the goal, but the fact that we got a 1080 with an i3 for a pretty good price considering the price constraints and the fact that we had to get all RGB stuff, I think that's pretty much a win. And we want to continue this kind of series, but we want to modify it a little bit differently. As we've been going about the video, we were like, well, maybe we could do this differently here, but I want to hear from you guys with a comment down below what you all think of the series and if you have any other ideas on how we could expand on it to make future videos like this.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
So both of these PCs here will actually be for sale at PCBros.tech. Now this one does have a little crack in the side panel, so we have 2 options. One would be to completely rebuild the PC in another case, or the other would be just to lose some money and sell it at a really good discount.
PCBros.tech is where we sell gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and a lot more like this stuff at very good prices. And you can save even more money by using code ToastybRos2 on checkout. Just save 2%. See you guys later.
Peace
Goodbye.
out.